Good morning. Good morning, people. It's been a while. So, listen, my schedule has really changed. Well, we're on spring break right now, so we're good. We're good. I'm going to get some card reading times in this week, and that'll be awesome. I've had my grandson a lot, and so I have decided that I will not be posting live until I know I can go live that day, because I set it ahead of time and I never can keep that schedule, it seems like. Especially lately, I got a lot of stuff going on, but my schedule with the girls I was homeschooling totally shifted this past week, and I still have 3 I still have 3 girls I school myself, but uh I switched with my dad. He always has one, and then I do the rest. So I got that switched. Um, but hey, guys, we got the solstice is coming up in a couple days. Like we're on the cusp of it. It's actually soon, like tomorrow, right? No, it's today. Today's the first day of spring, guys. The spring solstice. Yes, yes. Now, for me, this is on the 22nd is 4 years since I had my major awakening, which was when my husband died. And I want to talk about some of that today, but because the information I was given during that time means a lot. Like he focused on the solstice for one thing, which I'm still now learning. He had told me things, like he told me so much information. I got so much information. There was other entities. There was an alien. There was beings. Like there was dude, there was things that happened to me that 4 years ago when this stuff happened, I was afraid to talk about it because it was still kind of cuckoo, kind of woohoo. And this was my first time witnessing this stuff. Hey, I don't regret it. I love it. Like I totally love it. And yeah. The cool thing was it was like he opened the door bigger, and as things unfolded that he had told me, um my mind blown, my mind fucking blown. um Dude, I'm still getting shocked, like still my mind gets blown. Anyways, so there's some cool things I want to talk about. Like the government is talking about every day, they're talking about in the papers and everything, and they're talking about these aliens and these UAP invasions, but they changed the name. It was UFOs, and I think that's because the UFOs, when I had my communication with, now y'all are gonna think I'm nuts, dudes. You're gonna think I'm nuts. She was a praying mantis. She had scaly skin, like scaly skin, and it was real little tiny scales, right? And her face, it was almond shaped, right? And I'm getting excited. I drew a picture of her. A couple different pictures, because it was crazy how it happened. Like I went to sleep. First of all, let me slow down. When I went to sleep that night, my son and I had already seen this outside. I'm going to show you what we've seen outside. I seen that outside. Now I was sitting outside, and this was after Derek. Derek happened March 22nd of 2019. And all that happened. I didn't speak to him until the 30th of March because that's when his funeral was. He had told me things like the soul waits with the body until there's a whole process that happens during that time. And once the body is buried or disposed of or taken care of, because it's not, has nothing to do with the soul anymore, that the soul is free to go on, right? Okay. And so that what had happened was is he opened a door because his energy was an interdimensional energy. He was here, but he wasn't here. It was, you could see him, and my 13-year-old had seen him, and my child, my grandchild, she's 6 now, so she was 2 then, and she's seen him, and she still remembers that. This was a couple of months later now, for 8 or 9 months after he had showed up. Different things happened. The TV messed up, like crazy shit happened. This is what I seen in the driveway above my aunt's cabin. And the night I seen this, I'm looking out and it's huge, like huge. And my 13-year-old. Now I had even thought, this is how on tune I am with shit, anyways. I had thought, man, I wish my son would come out here. Here he comes. I was like, yay. Because I had my phone charged and I tried to take a picture and it was dead. Like my phone was dead. And I was like, okay, so this is gonna be me witnessing it. When my son come out, he was 13. He sat down and he was shocked. He was like, wow, what is this, Mom? And I was like, I don't know, you tell me. Because I had no answers. But this is not a spaceship that they are talking about. The UAPs they seem to be metal. It seems like they have bolts. It seems like they can't disappear. This thing, this thing, when it was done, it sat there for like 20 minutes and it glowed, and the inside would go right, and it changed all these beautiful color blues. Beautiful. When it was done, when it left, it moved up above the cabin. It got real small. Then it took off, disappeared. Like, boom. This is a UFO. UAPs that they are shooting down are not the same. They're not interdimensional. Those are created by another human form or whatever, but it's here. It's not what the Pentagon is talking about in the paper because they're trying to scare you for real. Another person talks about this. He's been talking about this for years. For years. I can even go back and show you. Fake alien invasion right here. Right here, this one right here. Fake alien invasion. A year ago, FBI agent warns of upcoming fake alien invasion. He talks about this in his book, Extra Dimensionals. Or the extra, yeah, the extra dimensionals. I believe that's what it is. He talked about it longer than that, but a year ago he was talking about this. We can go up and down. Reveals the truth behind Ukraine and upcoming alien invasion. That was with Laura Eisenhower. He's talked with Dr. Stephen Greer. Stephen Greer talks about how they try to fake alien invasion us. Like try to use that card. Try to say that they are trying to hurt us. Now, there's more. I know you guys watch Sovereign Soul. A lot of you guys do. I do. I love him. He was talking about this last night. What was funny is I was about ready to go to bed. My grandson's here, so I can't hang out long and talk long. But my grandson is here, and I was getting ready for bed, and I noticed it, and I was like, "Oh man!" I tell you, we're on the same page. So many times we're on the same page, even the same shows or podcasts. Redacted. I watch that show every day, and it's one of the first things that shows up in my feed. There's probably one today. Let's see. Sorry. That was attractive, right? The yawn. How you tame it, JP Sears love JP. Everybody likes you. Redacted right there. See, 2 hours ago. So I wasn't surprised. That's cool. That's cool. But it's something he even talked about on his show last night. Now, that's not why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because they are talking about this more and more and more. And we should understand. I believe the whole reason I had my experience last year is because this night, when I see this thing right here, this thing right here, I got woke up in the middle of the night by that creature. She was huge, huge. There were these beings beside her that were like in and out of this dimension, right? Now, the interesting thing is, Derek had told me she was going to show up. I had heard about her from him. A feeling, it was a feeling, a visitor was coming in a ship. I was like, I couldn't figure out why he kept saying he was going to be in a ship. Hang on. Fucking cat. Anyways, I couldn't figure out why he kept saying he was going to be in a sphere, but he wasn't saying that. He was telling me I was going to witness something else. I had already witnessed him before he showed up in a sphere. He looked like what the Egyptians have on the hieroglyphs there when they're talking about weighing the soul with the heart on the scale and it needs to be light as a feather. You should have no worries. Your heart should be full of love and light. And that's exactly what I think it is. Anyways, all this information was coming through at that time because of him. And that symbol was the soul without the meat suit. This is that being from another dimension that visited that night. He had told me about her. Okay, so I think this is all connected, but what they're talking about in the news is not the same as this. It's not. This interdimensional stuff we can take back to the Bible. It's happened all of since the beginning of time. All of it. Except for, well, the governments probably have done what they're pulling on us now. And it's not actually the government. I believe it is the deep state or a cabal, if you will. Like, I'm not trying to sound crazy or out there. It is true. There's something else going on there. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to get this out. I got some other stuff I got to do. Uh, I still haven't quite woke up. I wanted to get this out. Go watch the episode on Redacted if you haven't already. It's really good. But check out some of John DeSouza's stuff. He's really good. He talks about this, and he was a real live like X-Man, like worked for the X-Files, FBI, if you will, on paranormal cases. So I think that's really cool as well. I love paranormal stuff. Paranormal stuff has happened to me my whole life. Like, I can't explain. But now I have more proof that I am not alone and I'm not crazy. So, anyways, you guys remember, be the reason someone believes in good people, and I will see you all later.